We as women carry things in our purses for emergency situations. And when I became a grandmother, this is what I began carrying, and it has come in handy many times. Well, as Christians, we also need to be prepared because we're in a battle. The Lord tells us in Ephesians 6:10 through 18 that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but it's against the rulers and the authorities and the dark forces of this world and the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. So what are we to do? Well, we're supposed to put on our spiritual armor every day so that we are prepared, just as a soldier would be in a battle. And so what is this armor? Well, it's 5 pieces of defensive equipment and it's 2 pieces of offensive equipment. And I do this every day, first thing in the morning, and you can do this as well. Just read the scriptures out loud if that's what you like. But you do that enough times and you're going to pretty much get it memorized and you can just say it from your heart. And that's what I do. So every day I put on the belt of truth so that I can stand firm in the truth of God, knowing who He is, knowing who I am, and knowing who the enemy is, so that I will not be a victim of spiritual lies. I put on the breastplate of righteousness to cover and protect my heart through the righteousness of Jesus from the evil of the enemy. I put on the shoes of the gospel of peace so that I can be a person of peace and light to all I encounter. I also take up the shield of faith so that I can extinguish all the flaming arrows of doubt, denial, and deceit that the enemy may send my way. I put on the salvation helmet so that my mind is protected and the enemy doesn't get a stronghold in my thoughts. And I take up the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, to expose the tempting words of the enemy. Just as Jesus did in the desert when Satan was trying to tempt him, he used the Word of God. And then I also pray in the Spirit on all occasions for all the saints. So those are those 7 pieces. 5 are defensive, 2 are offensive, and they are enough. If you would like to see a really excellent sermon series that explains the armor of God, Dr. David Jeremiah has one on his website, and the date is January 25th, 2015. And I really would encourage you and recommend that you watch that. So put on your spiritual armor every day so that you are covered, you are protected, and that you can stand, continue to stand, and still be standing at the end of the day victorious through Jesus. And don't forget my website, candyrice.org. You can see other vlogs there. You can look at my book, and I'm on YouTube and Facebook as well.